Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. It feels so good to be back. Shout out to my shooters. Shout out to everybody who waited. Smash the like button. We working. Listen, it feels good to be back at home. It really does. Sleep in my own bed last night just felt good. But it's gonna be short-lived because I got more work to do. I'll be leaving again to cover. We're gonna do Berto Alexander with my dude Joey Spencer on the card. You know, Luis Collazo, my guy. My guys J. Leon Love, Peter Quillen. Okay. Listen, no time to waste today because I gotta repack. I gotta unpack my old shit from Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter, and I gotta repack. Got some other shit. I don't even have my flight. Yo, if any of y'all are from New York, what's close to the Nassau Coliseum that's, you know what I mean, cool, nice? Where should I fly into? What hotel? All that shit. Let's get it popping, man. What up? What up, my girl Maya? She trying to make some jokes, but it's all cool. It's all cool. It's all good. Listen, let's do a quick roll call. Where y'all at? I like to see where y'all are at. City, state, zip. Rep where you from, and then we'll get into the proceedings this evening. Uniondale. I don't know the area. Yeah, I always fly into JFK, so still use that. All right. Shout out to Atlanta, Pueblo, Colorado, Rochester, New York, ATL, Chicago. Garfield Park Boxing, Killeen, Texas, ATL, Dallas, South Carolina, Miami 305 in the building, Chicago Park Boxing Club, Sanford, Florida, San Antonio, Texas, Oakland, gang gang. I put the bay on my back. Shout out to Funky Town, Chicago Garfield Park Boxing, Columbus, Ohio, I see you, Riverside, motherfucker, Michigan made, Nasty Natty, Sacramento, California, 916, Baltimore, 410, Brooklyn, New York, Toledo to Oakland. We mobbing. Shout out to the Bahamas. I can't wait to go there. Norway, 845, locked in from San Antonio, 210. Brooklyn, New York, San Antonio, Filmo. Yeah. Oakland and Frisco. Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Bronx, New York. We everywhere, people. Now listen, I gotta jump right into the content. Smash the like button. Wilder and Tyson Fury bringing the heavyweight division back. I say that for a few reasons. Wilder, he's actively been pursuing the best. If you don't believe me, then look no further than his last fight. He fought Luis King Kong Ortiz, who was a fucking problem in the heavyweight division, and Luis Ortiz was not even his mandatory. And Luis Ortiz is more so the type of guy you don't really fight unless you have to fight. I mean, just look at history, you know? Who's fighting him? Hold on one second. Anyway, nobody's trying to fight that man, Luis Ortiz. He's not the type of person you fight unless you have to fight him. Wilder took it upon himself to still fight him, because he clearly wanted to prove a point. He said he's a so-called boogeyman. If he the so-called boogeyman, I want him because I ain't never been afraid of no boogeyman. I'm so frustrated right now. Anthony Joshua, I took out Joshua's trash. Eddie Hearns don't want to make the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. He did just that. And then he was in a tough fight. We all know. We all witnessed. But he got the job done. 3 knockdowns, I think. And had Luis King Kong Ortiz drooling. So, Maya says she's so frustrated right now. I know y'all wanted me to go to Wimbledon. Wembley. To fight Anthony Joshua's. But Eddie Hearns didn't want to see me fight Joshua's. Eddie Hearns, Barry Hearns, they didn't want to see it. I told you, one face, one name, and I will knock out Anthony Joshua's. Anthony Joshua's. It's only for so long. You know, Wilder be making up his grammar and shit. Only for so long you can fight. For you can run. Like, did motherfucker just say for you can run? It ain't even English. Motherfucker, there's only so long before you can run. You want to runs, Joshua's. You know, Wilder be putting the S on shit. Only for so long you can runs. Joshua, I'm coming, Joshua. Let's get it, people, man. I wanted to fight Povetkin. I was willing. I was in Russia. I will baptize you. Hey, that shit was funny when he said that. Shout out to L Flowers. We just the gang. We the livest live stream. I told y'all. Y'all thought it was a game. Y'all thought we was playing. I told y'all keep playing these childish games with grown men. He said, I bless you. Don't mess this up. Like, he was sticking his finger all in the wheat. That's what I'm saying. True warrior shit. Same thing with Tyson Fury. There's only one Tyson Fury. There's only one Tyson Fury. Motherfucker be singing and shit. Yeah. Tyson Fury be clowning, but he's a good fighter. I fuck with Fury. But and see, listen, I'm not. This is not no. This is. I'm not even saying in no type of way. I'm just being real. Joshua's personality oftentimes is flat. Like it's like he wants to be politically correct. Tyson Fury will have some fun with the game. Same with Wilder. You know what I mean? He'll be like, "You're not even good enough to be my sparring partner." Or like, you know, he has fun with it. Like you could tell. Like, and sometimes I'll be wondering how Tyson Fury be saying this shit and not laughing because the shit he be saying with like. He like when he's talking, I know this shit's funny because I'm funny. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I think I'm funny. Like I be laughing at my own jokes sometimes. Like, oh shit, that was kind of good. But I'm wondering how he's doing some of this with a straight face. Because Tyson Fury be like, when he was talking about Anthony Joshua, a pack of bums. He's like, I wasted 40 quid. Like he's just talking hella shit. And I'm like, I know this has to be funny as he's saying it. Motherfuckers like. They're not even good enough to be my sparring partner. A bunch of wood into a shit house, really. A bunch of quid. Like, he was just talking the hella shit. Oh, my God. But no, what I'm saying is Anthony Joshua, it's like he's trying to be all distinguished and, like, proper. But it's the heavyweight division. Like, people like that. People like being animated. And see, this is the thing. I'm going to tell you. A lot of fighters, see, the thing is, what you see is what you get. I'm multifaceted. Sometimes I'm turned up, but sometimes I can have a regular conversation too. You know what I mean? I don't act any one way. Just like Tupac, my favorite rapper of all time. He's not just doing songs for the female. Brenda had a baby. Brenda barely got a brain. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Sometimes he's like, just like a Latin bitch, get you anything. Different moves. Now the thing is, with a lot of these fighters, I'm trying to drop a gem for the fighters. A lot of these guys are cool people, down to earth, funny. But they don't show that side. They only show a side like they're on Showtime and they're trying to be like Bryant Gumbel or something. Like it's boxing, motherfucker. Like that, man, I made a whole ass career off of being myself. You know what I mean? I could literally do all these live streams and just read a teleprompter and shit. In today's boxing news, ever controversial, Tupac Shakur has just released another album under the alias Machiavelli. Music insiders are running wild. Big little whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all that. Y'all do that on y'all weak ass channel. We lit over here. So I don't doubt AJ's probably a cool person, but he don't show enough of his personality. He's like, it's not civilized. It's not delivery. It's the zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like loosen up, big dog. Tyson Fury and Wilder do that. Fuck that. Do that shit. Shoot that. Can you afford to blow this shit? Are you that? Ali was the greatest smack talk. That's what I'm saying. And look, nobody's looking at him like, oh, he's so unprofessional. God damn it. God damn it, Muhammad. Nobody's like that. Everybody loves Muhammad Ali. And he was doing it. I'm quick. I'm fast. I'm so fast. I'm too fast. If he, I can't even do it. I love Muhammad Ali. Just swag out this world. I'm too fast. If he even dream about beating me, he better wake up and apologize. Like, Muhammad Ali was that dude. Rumble, young man, rumble. I shook up the world. Count to 7, I'm gonna send him to heaven. If he keeps talking about me, I'll cut it to 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali has swag. Let's get it. Icon. He on that man, y'all ain't turned up enough. Hold on, we gotta turn it up. We gotta turn it up. We talking about Muhammad Ali. We gotta turn this game up. Hold on. I got something to wake y'all up. Yeah. We're going to turn it up. We talking about a living icon. Let's do another roll call. Let's talk about the God, Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Do another roll call. We got to wake y'all asses up. This is the Ego live stream. And we talk about some icons living. Let's get it. Y'all gotta wake up. Smash the like button. Praise be Allah. Shout out to Ali. Whoa. Give it up one time for the GOAT. Muhammad Ali, Alaska, in the building. Let's go. Yeah. This beat kind of hard, though. Shout out to Mississippi. You dealing with some icons living. Icon in the python with the... Oh, my God. Let me stop. Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Houston. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Oh. Ali made me love boxing at 6 years old. That's what I'm talking about. 719 Colorado, San Monica, 310. Shout out to Broward County. We got bars. Cut you like a python, never lose to a buster. I'm no Tyson. Something. Oh my God. I'm gonna get my Rain Man on. Hold on. Las Vegas. I said I rap like a python. Hold on. Let me catch it. Rap like a python, never lose to a buster. No Tyson. Oh my. When the mic's on, glide like a mic's on. Hold on. Let me stop. Zone 15, Chicago West, Garfield Park Boxing. Shout out to Perry. Yeah. Ali, Boombaye. What's your favorite Ali quote? Hey. Ego, I'm working in Santa Barbara, holding it down, the West Coast. Shout out to the Dominican Republic, DR, Guatemala. I see you. Thank you. Smash the like button. Ali beat all styles. I told y'all. And he was totally fearless. And you know what the thing I like about Ali? He stood up for something as a man, like outside of the ring shit. He was really with it. All right, now we had to turn up a little bit. We talk about some icons living. We got to switch it up. We just do what we want in these live streams. We do what we want. I'll see you at the Berto Devin fight. Yes, let's get it. But AJ, like I said, I don't doubt that he's a cool person. But he don't show enough of his side. He's like, that's not the way Klitschko handled his contract. It's mad. Like, I don't know. Anthony Joshua, the way his team has represented his brand recently, I don't think it's been a good look. Talking about let's roll, and then you fight Povetkin. Let's roll where? You should have said let's U-turn. Let's U-turn and fight Povetkin. You know what I mean? Don't say let's roll. You know what I mean? Clear it, or at least get it clear with your team so you don't look crazy. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. This man's ugly. The sweat drip backwards to stay away from his face. Muhammad Ali used to show up in people's gyms, taunting them as they're doing their media day workout. That's live. That's live. Yo, Ego, do you think Julian Jackson was one of the hardest punchers in boxing history? Or back in the day? Hell yeah, he was. See, like, people keep, like, that's how I know who knows boxing. There's so many guys that had like crazy power, and people would be like, Golovkin. Golovkin is strong and he has power, but he don't have like no Julian Jackson power because he's not knocking nobody out. Like, who's he even knocked out unconscious? There's like speed. There's levels to everything. Who is Golovkin stretch unconscious? Ishida? Catches bullets with his teeth. Hey, no, guys, I'm asking you guys a question. Hey, guys, I'm asking you guys a question. Who has Gennady Golovkin knocked out? And see, when I say these things that y'all can't disprove, y'all say I'm hating. How am I hating when I'm telling you stuff that you cannot disprove? That's what's wrong with this generation. They say you hate, like, real motherfuckers be out here hating, and then it's unjustified, no proof. Like motherfuckers be like, oh, ego, he bought subscribers. What? No proof, no nothing. And then y'all just be, hey, is this true? But then when a motherfucker presents some facts to y'all, y'all act like dumb and don't answer the question, but then say I'm the one hating. This game is crazy, man. This shit crazy. Like, you guys will let people lie to you. That's the crazy thing. They'll let people lie to their face, like bold-faced lies, no proof, no evidence, and then believe it. And then the real motherfuckers get treated like outcasts, like they're the ones that you have to watch out. Like there's foul play. You know what I'm saying? Who has Golovkin knocked out? Ishida's the only person that comes to mind. I'm talking about, and they were just sleep. NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezy, coffee, achy, stuffy, heavy fever so you could rest medicine. That's fake. That's make-believe. What the fuck is the point of buying subs? You have to expend money. I'm about my bread. You got to expend money in hopes that you get recognition and people know you're buying subs because the numbers don't add up. You know what I'm saying? It'll say you have 90,000 subs, but you only get 32 views on a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So it doesn't make sense. You spending money for what? You should be trying to find ways to get money. That's what I do. I find avenues and ways to get money. That's what I'm trying. I'm not trying to shell out the money. I'm trying to find. I mean, I know it takes money to make, like going to these trips, it takes money to make money. But in general, I don't spend on stupid shit that I don't need to. What do I need to spend for? I'm confident in my ability. I'm confident in the channel, and I'm confident in my persistence. So at the end of the day, the shit will happen because either I'm gonna die and it's not gonna happen, but I tried, or it's gonna happen. That's it. Those are no plan B, no nothing. Plan B for never mind. I almost said plan B for birth control, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, y'all. The black channel. Why do the black channels they don't have a plan B? These hooligans, they don't have a Oh my God. Jeff, you are so right. Oh my God. Oh shit. Hold on. The black channel. Why do the black channel? Everything's black channels. Y'all be saying stupid shit. I'm like, hey man, you hear about that earthquake? The black channels, they stepped on the fault lines. I'm like, what? How you gonna blame that on that black channel? Wilder and Tyson Fury they're bringing the heavyweight division up and back. And see, remember Eddie Hearn was saying all that stuff about how Joshua's profile is gonna go woo and all this, and Wilder's was gonna stay the same or tank. If Wilder fights Tyson Fury, then Eddie Hearn, what he said, could not be any more wrong. Because the level of interest that I've seen, and trust me, I got like 70,000 plus people on Instagram, 20 plus thousand on Facebook, whatever I got on 6,000 or so on Twitter, and then we got 140 plus thousand on YouTube, right? And I be at the fights and talk to people. I get around like Tupac. Wrap up. The underground just don't stop for hoes. I get around. So that being said, I'm well connected. So at the end of the day, the level of interest that I've seen for Joshua Povetkin is... I hear more people amped up about Wilder potentially fighting Fury than I've ever heard in terms of pure excitement from Joshua Povetkin. Another thing, Eddie Hearn says Joshua's stock is skyrocketing. What happened to all these fights where the tickets sold out in an hour? What's good with that with the Povetkin fight? Why didn't that sell out in an hour? Remember Joshua was doing like all these fights and they're like, oh, the tickets are almost gone in a day or 5 minutes or whatever. Where's that with the Povetkin fight? Are tickets sold out? Are the tickets sold out for the Povetkin? Because they've been on sale. Are the tickets sold out? Somebody let me know. How many tickets are sold? I ain't heard nothing. quiet as church mouses. I ain't heard nothing. I'm telling you, new media, Death Row East, believe in that. Listen, you're not gonna, it don't matter if you UK, USA, Hong Kong, it don't matter where the fuck you from. Boxing is boxing, real respect's real. It don't matter if someone does a genuine act, something that's authentic, it don't matter where you from. Real people understand real things and real deeds. You know what I'm saying? Norway, shout out to Norway, I see you. But it doesn't matter where you're from, people can always respect the truth. And people can always respect the real. You know what I mean? And, you know, like Eddie Hearn, a lot of people got rubbed the wrong way seeing how this whole Joshua Wilder thing fell out. Because the evidence is oh so... Listen, we could keep making videos discussing it. But you notice the other side, old media, the people who were saying, oh, yeah, chicken leg Wilder, he hasn't not fought no one. Where are their videos? They can't keep making videos because they look dumber and dumber. Listen, everything they say, we have crushed. Everything. There is not one talking point that I've seen that has not been accounted for or addressed because we are the army and we are army strong. Shout out to R Will, $5 super chat. They so quiet you can hear a rat piss on cotton. LOL. You ain't never lied. That's what I'm saying, because they got to switch subjects. They got to talk about, oh, yeah, Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. We could keep talking about this. You know why? Because we was right. From the beginning, we was right. They have to talk about other stuff. Oh, yeah, what if Mikey moves? Nah, don't worry about Mikey. Mikey's good. His credibility is intact. Let's talk about this Joshua Wilder situation. Joshua Povetkin. Wilder possibly fighting Tyson Fury. Yeah, let's get back to that. What happened? Let's get back to what you said. Let's get back to the windmill. See, I ain't gonna never let y'all forget. Y'all never forget as long as I'm around. Ego Valley the Don. Oh my gosh. Outlaw. West Side. I told you, crush your enemies totally. We came to ride. We was gonna overthrow that bullshit, bad boy, that current government y'all got, and bring in something new. Death Row East. Believe in that. They can't keep talking about it because they look dumb and dumber. Jim Carrey. We could keep talking about the same thing because we was on the right track. We was telling you what was to come. That's why they got to switch subject. Oh, but what? Canelo? No, let's talk about Joshua and Povetkin. They're saying Joshua's his profile is skyrocketing and Wilder's is going kaput. Everything they said was wrong. Everything. Oh, Joshua, his brand is just going up here, and no matter who Wilder fight, that's why you're not psychic. If Wilder fights Tyson Fury, as far as I'm concerned, and he beats Tyson Fury, that's a better win than Joshua fighting his mandatory and beating Povetkin. Povetkin has a loss to Klitschko, a guy AJ already beat. Tyson Fury has no losses. Tyson Fury has one loss, and that was to drugs and to his own personal demons, so he lost to himself. But no man has beat him in the ring. He has the frame. Povetkin looks mad short. He looks shorter than Gerald Miller and, what's his name? Joshua. Tyson Fury is bigger than all these guys, including Wilder. You know, and he can box his ass off. And he's confident. And he's undefeated. So what happened to what Eddie Hearn said about, oh, yeah, we're going to keep the $15 million offer and that's it. We're not going to increase it because Joshua's his profile or whatever you want to call it is going through the roof. Meanwhile, Wilder's is going to stay the same or go down here. But that's not the case. And that's why I told y'all to wait it out. But y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all want to listen to all these other channels saying this bullshit and propaganda. I'm taller than Povetkin 100%. Put me next to Povetkin, I guarantee you I'm taller than Povetkin. Because I'm taller than Gerald Miller. Because I've been next to all of them. You know what I'm saying? Not that height is the only thing that matters. Obviously, Povetkin knocked out Marischweck and stuff and big guys. But I'm just telling you. Povetkin is not, I don't think he's 6'4". Luis Ortiz is 6'4". Gerald Miller's about 6'4". Povetkin is shorter than all of them. I'm telling you. He could be listed at 6'4", but he's not 6'4". Trust me. I could do the height test. Eddie Hearn's 6'4". How is Eddie Hearn 6'4" and he looked taller than Povetkin in every fucking picture? He's not 6'4", bro. Trust me. He's not 6'4". Listen. If you tall, you get this. You understand this shit. Look. Your boy with James Toney, the one and only. Lights out. See, Gerald Miller, I be with the big dogs. Povetkin is not, he's not 6'4", trust me. Gerald Miller, that was me and my dude. Shout out to Vallejo. Let's get it. But it's not just about height, so please don't tell me no stupid, oh, height doesn't matter. Come on, ego. Yeah, me and Gerald Washington from basically the same place. 707, say it backwards. I'm taller than 6'4". I'm Andre the Giant. I'm taller than 6'4". I'm every height that ever existed. But anyway, yeah, man. Actually, this made me happy. James Toney. That was shout out to Solano, Fairfield, California. Yay, 707. Say it backwards. Listen, that was the highlight of my whole night. The God, James Toney. James Toney is a don, man. Bosses only talk to bosses. Shout out to James Lights Out Toney. I'm just glad he didn't sock me. You're like, hey, why you walk up on me, dog? I don't even like you. I don't even like you. I don't even like you, dog. Oh my God! Here's Napoleon Dynamite in the. He said, "Tell of the tape means nothing either. It's the size of the heart in your chest." Please stop, bro. You saying like we boxing fans? We don't need you to come in. It's the size. It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. Stop it. Yeah, it's the size of the heart in your chest. Napoleon Dynamite, stop it. You come into a channel with real boxing fans. And then trying to school us with some heart. You know, like, what are you, Wizard of Oz, motherfucker? We know what heart is. Ego, I was watching you from Disneyland. Thank you. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Disneyland. I ain't been there in a minute. It's the size of your heart. Height means nothing. Like, oh, okay. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Man, get Napoleon Dynamite. Tell him to sit down. Have a hot toddy or something. Fucking Napoleon Dynamite. What are you doing? Whatever I want. Gosh. Napoleon Dynamite, chill. Doing all this. Whatever I want. Gosh. We got this. Exactly. Napoleon came with the cliche. It's the size of the heart that matters. Okay, Rocky tagline. It's not about how hard you get hit, about how you keep getting hit and keep moving forward. Like, motherfucker, we get it. It's always that one person try to school us. Muscles mean nothing. It's not about Mikey Garcia's abs. I swear it's not. Hey, let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a mean and cruel place, and it'll beat you there if you let it. Nothing is gonna hit as hard as life. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a mean and cruel place, and it'll beat you there if you let it. It's about the size of the heart. Like, motherfucker, we know. We know. Okay. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, it's not about how hard you work your abs. It's about the heart that's in your chest. None of this Drago! Let's get it. Okay. Drago! Hey, you really about that life? If you run up a mountain and yell a dude's name, I would have been like, Drago! Like, I would have did it, but then I would have been like, no homo. That motherfucker ran up a mountain. Drago! Like, it ain't, no. I ain't running up no mountain. Because you already out of breath. I ain't running up no mountain yelling no dude's name. Billy! Nah, I can't yell no dude. Kevin. That's some movie shit. Drago. Hey, one part I love Rocky IV. That's my movie, but the part that was fake, that motherfucker lifted a wagon full of people. Like his wife, his bitch was in there. The black dude, throw the damn towel. That dude, I don't know who else was in it. He was like, Drago! Like, bro, you lifted a wagon? Like, what if they just fell out this shit? The motherfucker. Hearts on fire, strong desire. Doom, doom, doom. Drago! Oh my god. No. Hearts on fire, strong. Drago! That motherfucker. Hell no. I wonder if Wilder be doing that. he be lifting Jay Diaz and Mark Breland and shit. Joshua! Oh my god. Oh, my stomach hurt. Wilder just be in Alabama. Doom, doom, doom. Joshua! I can't even do it. Hold on. Hearts of Joshua! Hell no. Smash the like button. We just working. I told you we got the livest live stream. I'm like, oh my word, Ego keeps yelling. It's hurting my damn ears. I'm leaving. I'm out of here, dude. I don't give a fuck. Leave. Oh my gosh, them Rocky movies be having like having you ready to rob a bank or some shit. Joshua! Oh my god. Let me tell you something you already know. Not everyone's gonna get $50 million. And you don't want to get $50 million to fight in the USA. Hey Tommy, you want to fight? You don't want to get the $50 million? Well, you want to give me a flat rate, the 3 seashells. Oh my gosh. We working, people. See, listen, I try to tell y'all new media. This is why we're having fun. You know, you ball brain, dick suck, fuck face, shit. Remember when he was cussing on Demolition Man? He wasn't even saying real cuss words. And it was like, doo-doo. You've been fined for the verbal statute of morality. Like, motherfucker wasn't even saying real cuss words and shit. You ball brain, bitch ass, fuck no. Shit, fuck, bitch, no. Motherfucker wasn't even cussing. He was getting tickets for everything he said. Yeah, Trader Joe, bitch ass, shit face, umbrella. Like, how you getting tickets for all of that? Go watch that. See, I be on my movie shit. He was getting tickets on Demolition Man. He wasn't even really truthfully even cut. He was just like mumbling. You Drago, bitch hoes, shit, fuck, damn, Eminem. Like, what? What is you even talking about? Someone said he had a shit ego. I'm done. Y'all be knowing the movies like me. Don't mess with no Italian at a Rocky movie, Eddie Murphy. All right, Rocco. He said, all right, Rocco. I'm done. Y'all tripping. I would favor Wilder. He has more momentum, more power. If you think Wilder's not landing in 12, then I don't know what to tell you. See, and Wilder got heart. I think he's more like, Wilder never been knocked out in a pro fight. I'm sure he got knocked out maybe sometime in the past. I don't know. But he never been knocked out in a pro fight. Klitschko, he lacked aggression when Tyson Fury was besting him. He lacked the aggression. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he didn't take no penitentiary chances. Based on Wilder's heart, I would say he would take penitentiary chances to turn things in his favor, even if he was getting outboxed. And, like, man, that Luis Ortiz fight showed me a lot. because Luis Ortiz is technical and he moves. Maybe I would say who. Okay, I got a question. Here's a good question. Who moves better? Who has better just all around movement? Who can utilize the square ring better? Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury? Not just upper body feints and shit. Like, I'm not just talking about. I'm talking about moves better. Tyson Fury moves well for a big person, like a dude that's that big, but I can't say he moves. Hell no. I can't say Fury move. Fury has good frenetic movement, good feints and shit. But he ain't moving better than Luis Ortiz. Hell no. He's big. He moves well for a big person. This is not taking anything away. Y'all just saying Fury. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. How does he move better than Ortiz? Ortiz is he's shorter, and he can box like, you know what I mean, like Apollo Creed. Y'all talking about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is good. Tyson Fury moves well for a big person, but Luis Ortiz is overall lighter, and he's a Cuban. What are y'all talking about? Y'all don't know shit about boxing. Okay. Oh my gosh. Shout out to L Flowers. He said Ortiz be on them toes. Or actually, Winston Lee said that. Listen, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to boxing. I'm not saying I know everything, but I do know a little bit about a little. People think like it's one or the other, and that means you're shitting on the other person. That's not the case. Like, Joshua is a technical fighter. Luis Ortiz is a technical fighter. They have good fundamentals, the way they turn punches, technique, the crispy shots. Wow. But if I ask you guys who's more technical, then Ortiz has to be I can't see how you would say Joshua's more technical than Luis Ortiz. Same thing with Tyson Fury and Ortiz. They both move well. So it's not saying the other guy sucks. But the level of the natural, how natural it is for Luis Ortiz is much different than Tyson Fury. Because if Tyson Fury was doing everything he was doing with Klitschko, plus he moved like Ortiz, he would have stopped Klitschko probably. Because then Klitschko would have really no answer to him. Because if he introduced some different looks like that, Luis Ortiz is definitely a better overall mover. Tyson Fury is good for his size. He can box. No one's taking that away from him. But he's more like, that's like saying Canelo's a better mover than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Canelo's right here with it. He's dope. But he's not moving like Floyd. There's different levels. Tyson Fury is like, you know what I mean, hands down, and kind of like Joseph Parker did versus Joshua. But Luis Ortiz, I said overall who utilizes the ring. Go watch Bryant Jennings versus Luis Ortiz. Tyson Fury, very good for his size. Very good upper body movement. Very good feints. But Luis Ortiz has better overall movement. Getting on his toes especially. And he's more coordinated, exactly. Tyson Fury uppercutted himself. That motherfucker. Oh shit. I almost knocked my shit. Like, that's not a punchline. He literally went to throw a punch. This guy was on the rope. And, oh, god damn, I'm strong. He literally hit himself. You can't tell me, you can't convince me that he's more fluid a mover than Luis Ortiz. Again, this is not a knock saying he's trash or no stupid dumb shit like that. But y'all just be answering. You see, people say this is what I notice. People, what they do, they say what makes them feel good without really analyzing the question. Like, I feel like people are lazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really thinking about, like, when someone asks, I'm not saying I'm like better than anyone or whatever, but if someone's asking me a detailed question, like, I try to think like examples. A lot of people just, oh, Tyson Fury, but then you didn't really think about it. When have you ever seen Tyson Fury get on his bicycle and box and jab, like, you know what I mean, at range and shit, like Luis Ortiz does? You know what I mean? Like, when? What fight? All right, name a fight where Tyson Fury was on his toes like Luis Ortiz versus Brian Jennings. I'll wait. Go. All right, go. Come on. What Tyson Fury fight? Tyson Fury's too big probably to do that for, like get on his bike and like toes like that. He has feints and upper body movements. Yes. What fight did Tyson Fury move more fluidly than Luis Ortiz versus Brian Jennings when Brian Jennings was trying to rally a comeback? Someone said when he fought cocaine. Wow. Shout out to South Africa. I see y'all, baby. Exactly. Once again, y'all just answered questions. Like I said, Canelo has good defense and a good upper body movement, but he ain't fucking with Floyd. Period. Because his is from the waist up for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is all around. He can do upper body movement, shoulder roll shit, but he can also get on his toes. So it's a different. Anyway, back to my original thing. Wilder got past a southpaw that was doing all that. So I have to favor Wilder. Press conferences will be lit. But listen, I appreciate the people who go after greatness. You know what I'm saying? So even if Wilder loses or Fury loses, I'm not mad at either of them if they fight. Because at least they doing what the fans are asking them to do, making good fights, the best fights, with little strife. Mikey beats Loma at 135. I got my mind made up on that. See, and that's another thing. Another fight. People don't analyze the fight. What is Lomachenko going to do to Mikey Garcia? Like, honestly. I'm not saying it's a easy fight, but what is he gonna do? What is Lomachenko gonna do to Mikey? Let's hear people's breakdowns. What's Loma gonna do to Mikey at 35? See, this is what I'm talking about. People say shit, but then they can't explain it. They can't explain their... See, I can always... Whether I'm right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? I've been wrong. I picked Danny Garcia to win a decision over Thurman, and Thurman got the decision. That's okay. But I can at least explain to you why I thought Danny Garcia was going to win. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers say, oh, yeah, Loma. Okay, tell me why. You know what I mean? Because you watch ESPN and they have him rated number 1? Like, why? Listen, I've watched Mikey Garcia fight live versus a few times, a couple of times. Versus Broner. I was in New York. I was in Vegas when he knocked out Dejan Zlaticanin. I was there for the Easter Junior fight. And each and every fucking time, there were fights where people doubted, at the times, people doubted that he would win, and he won. And not only did he won impressively. Dejan Zlaticanin, that was his second fight coming off of a 2-year layoff. And Dejan Zlaticanin at the time was a champion with a 90-something, like 91% knockout ratio, right? So he's a power puncher. So some people say, like, oh, it's a dangerous fight for Mikey. You know what I mean? Pretty much a new division. You've been out of the ring so long, blah, blah, blah. Mikey stretched him in 2 rounds or whatever. Broner, obviously some people pick Broner to beat Mikey. Robert Easter, some people were picking Easter. And, oh, look at his height and all this shit. And Mikey won impressively. So I learned a long time ago in boxing, if someone keeps proving you wrong, you might as well just do like a dead body in the river and go with the flow. Because, like, it's just not worth it until you start seeing, like, major lapses. Now, Lomachenko's very good, but lightweight is more Mikey's division than it is Lomachenko. Lomachenko has 1 fight. Mikey has fights, a couple at 135 and 140. So he already has more seasoning. And listen, if you don't believe me, press for the fight. Tell Top Rank I don't want to see Lomachenko. I'm not buying any. Listen, let's do it like this. Let's all fans unite and say, Top Rank, I'm not buying any Lomachenko fight. I'm not getting ESPN Plus, none of that, unless you make that Mikey Garcia fight. Because I would love to see that. I think it's a better fight. It's more realistic, in my opinion, than Mikey moving up to fight Errol Spence. But I feel the Garcias or Mikey. He said he don't think it's going to happen. They've talked to people with Top Rank, and they said that Mikey beats him. So we know Top Rank is not going to probably try to risk it. And it's funny because Terrence Crawford, Bradley, all the black channel, you know what I mean, the black fighters at Top Rank, a lot of them got matched tough. But then when there's like a certain cash cow, they get matched a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And this is just what I've seen from history. Because I think, in my opinion, the black dollar is not respected. They think, oh, the black channels, they don't support their fighter. You know what I'm saying? There's this notion that black people or the black community won't support their own. So therefore, these promoters act like that. And they act a certain way. Like, oh, yeah, unless they're fighting at home, no one's going to support them. But no, we will. Everybody will support as long as you market them the same way and promote them the same way. Give them the same opportunity. Just if I'm lying, I'm dying. Tell me, Tim Bradley and Terrence Crawford. Tell me who frequently got matched harder than those guys. That's not black. See, I tell you what you scared to say. And I'm just going to say it just like it is. So, okay, Lomachenko or Terrence Crawford? Who got matched harder with like high risk, low reward type fights where they had some kind of deficit? Let me know. Because people always love to say, oh, Crawford, he ain't beat no one. Okay. So who got matched harder? Crawford had to fight guys like Felix Diaz, who fought at 47 and had a win where he beat the shit out of Sammy Vasquez and gave him his first ever loss. And Bud had to fight guys like that. He fought Gamboa. Little Gamboa. Gamboa gave him his toughest fight. So fuck what y'all talking about. You know what I mean? Lomachenko got matched tough with Salido in his second fight per his team's request. His team wanted the second fight to be a veteran and a title shot and all that. That's their fault. Top Rank didn't just, oh yeah, we're going to match you with this Salido motherfucker. They were confident and cocky and they thought they could beat that Mexican man, Salido. And then Salido's like, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm from the barrio ese. Like, he was not fucking around. He did it for La Raza. He had other plans. But that was Lomachenko's team that did that. Because they were the ones pushing for an early title shot or whatever. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth. And then after that, like even Gary Russell, I think Gary Russell's a good fighter. But at the time Lomachenko fought him, excuse me. See, y'all get mad as fuck. But y'all, listen. Y'all get mad as fuck. But prove it wrong. That's all I'm waiting for. Fuck the mad part. Thank you. Fuck the mad part. Don't get mad. Get even. Tell me how I'm wrong. All right. So, for example, Gary Russell Jr. I think Gary Russell is a good fighter, yes. But at the time he fought Lomachenko, who had Gary Russell beaten? Go. All right, we waiting. Name a significant win that Gary Russell had at the time he fought Lomachenko. A win, a victory at the time he fought him. Gary Russell never fought Rigondeaux. All right, I'm still waiting. Y'all got to come with some actual facts. Gary Russell never fought Rigondeaux. 0, none, nobody. Nah, I'm not doing no hot seat. Unless you answer my question, I don't care. I don't care what they talking about right now. Who did Gary Russell beat at the time, like leading up to what signature win did he have? See, this is what I'm talking about. When I say this shit, and I say it so candidly, oh, you're a fucking hater. But you're not proving me wrong. So who's really the biased one? Who's really the hater? Name who Gary Russell had beat, because he became a champion after the Lomachenko loss. He fought Johnny Gonzalez. He just recently fought Joseph Jojo Diaz. Those are better wins than he ever had at the time he fought Lomachenko. So yeah, I think he had a good ceiling, but he didn't have any signature wins. We knew he was good, but he hadn't really developed into anything at that particular point. Russell was beating nobodies on Showbox. See, that's what I'm saying. But when I say it, they get mad. Okay, knockout Diaz. One more absurd comment and you will be put in the hot seat. He says Diaz, that just happened on the Badu Jack Adonis Stevenson card in May or whatever. That's what he's using. But that was after Lomachenko. That's not what I asked. I said, who did Russell fight leading into the fight with Lomachenko? So he already had the victory secured by the time he fought Lomachenko. We not playing no games, man. Linares got stopped by a guy Broner destroyed. And Edwin Valero stopped him. And Pacquiao used to stop him in sparring. I'm lying? Okay. Exactly. See, y'all can't answer the question. But then they get mad at, oh, Jeff Horn wasn't shit. But Jeff Horn at least had a victory over Pacquiao. Whether you thought he won or not, because I thought Pacquiao won, but I know it was a close fight. So I'm not mad if people pick Horn, because Pacquiao didn't look great in that fight. He didn't look like he looked versus Matisse. And guess what? He still got to live as a champion. Do you know what that does for his confidence? Because he's a champion with the title defense and he holds a victory over Pacquiao. He could be like, yo, if I did nothing else in this life, I beat Pacquiao. Look at, what's the dude that knocked out Mike Tyson? Peter. I can't think of dude's name. Hold on. Yeah, he was an Olympian too. No, not Buster Douglas. I'm talking about late in Tyson's career. No, not Douglas. He got knocked out in like his last two fights. I was talking about one of his. It don't matter. Hold on. This is pissing me off. I'm talking about when Tyson was no longer the same person. Kevin McBride and Danny Williams. That's what I'm saying. They can, if nothing else, they still can say, like, no matter what they did in their career after, they could be like, yo, I beat Tyson. End of story. So that has to do wonders for your confidence. Loma got knocked out last fight. What are you talking about? Beating Mikey Garcia. How did he get knocked out? What are y'all even talking about? Loma didn't get knocked out. Anyway, I think Lomachenko, the way he's matched, it's like more in the we wanna fight the fights we want instead of the fights the fans want. We wanna protect our asset type shit. All right, you said you're right. Gary Russell fought nobodies. However, Loma beat Nicholas Walters, and Walters' best win was Donaire. But listen, see, if we can entertain this, but you guys won't win because I know my boxing. So let's break down Nicholas Walters. At the time Lomachenko fought him, he was coming off of a year-plus layoff, where he was coming off of a draw to Jason Sosa, a guy Lomachenko would later beat, a draw, even though I thought he won that fight. And he gained a bunch of weight in his offseason, and then he came back. He tried to negotiate with Team Lomachenko, get more money in the summer. They didn't give him more money, so the fight fell apart, and then he later fought him in November. So he had a way out. He had a lay-in where he got starved out of fights for a year, right? He was coming off of a draw, and you said his best win was Nonito Donaire, after Donaire had lost to Guillermo Rigondeaux and got embarrassed, and he really didn't look the same. Donaire did not look the same after the Rigondeaux loss. That motherfucker was in the Rigondeaux fight holding his eye like that in the 12th round. So what are y'all telling me? Donaire had another fight before the Walters fight, Siempre Vecheka or whatever his name is, and then he literally watched the fight. He had like a cut or a clash of heads, and he called his own timeout or something, and then the fight I think prematurely stopped on a cut stoppage or some shit. Donaire didn't look the same after Rigondeaux, and he was moving up to a weight class where Nicholas Walters was already big and strong. So it's a solid win, but it's not what people make. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Mayweather beating Shane Mosley coming off the Margarito win. Shane Mosley knocked out a 5'11" Margarito who was supposed to have a granite chin, and his next fight was Floyd. I'm talking about that type of momentum. Nicholas Walters didn't have that type of momentum. Magdaleno did beat Donaire, and then he lost recently to Dogbo. Yeah, he called his own timeout. See, I know my boxing. So again, promoters do little things, and if you're not up on boxing, then you won't know these little things. Like the fact that Nicholas Walters was on a long leg. Everyone just knows. They see the highlight reel of him knocking out Donaire and stuff, but they don't put everything in perspective, in a chronological timeline. I like a chronological timeline. You know what I'm saying? Show me that timeline. And Donaire, I'm trying to think. Donaire fought Vic Darchinyan, and I think it might have been before. He rematched Vic Darchinyan, and I think it was before Nicholas Walters, and he looked bad in that fight, even though he ended up stopping. He stopped Darchinyan again, but he was losing, and Darchinyan was looking good in that fight. Let me see if that was before. I got to check my work. I think that was before Walters, too. Hold on. And Walters knocked out Darchinyan. Easy work. Yep. He knocked out Darchinyan November 9th, 2013, and he didn't fight Walters until the year after that. So that's another. Okay, so I'm looking at right now. Rigondeaux, I told you listen, oh my gosh, I know my boxing. Now I'm looking at it. Rigondeaux loss was in April 2013. Donaire's next fight after Rigondeaux, I told you he never looked the same, was Vic Darchinyan. And I just told you he didn't look good in that fight. Go watch it. Even though he got the stoppage, he struggled with the guy he had sparked out earlier in his career at like 118 or whatever. Then the Siempre Vecheka fight, which I told you he called his own timeout, and it was an accidental heads cut stoppage, but he looked very disassociated with the fight. And then he got knocked out by Walters. See, I know my boxing. Y'all ain't gonna do this to me. Who next? Some guys are not the same after certain L's. Meldrick Taylor. After he lost to Julio Cesar Chavez, he was not the same. Lucas Matisse, after he lost to Danny Garcia, was not the same. Bet something. Somebody tell me that Matisse was the same after Danny Garcia lost. What did Matisse do? What did Matisse do after the Danny Garcia loss? What did Matisse do after Danny Garcia? He was not the same, I'm telling you. He lost to Pacquiao. Pavlik wasn't the same after B-Hop. Yep, he later lost to Sergio Martinez. Matisse got stopped by Postal, struggled with John Molina, got knocked down twice in that fight en route to a stoppage. He stopped Molina late, but it was a fight of the year. And then he beat Emmanuel Taylor, who Broner had knocked down in the 12th round and was 140 pounder, who lost to Orozco and Broner. And then he pulled him up to welterweight and put him on the Canelo versus Chavez. Man, stop it, man. These dudes can't fuck with me. The machine was never the same after Danny Swift Garcia. Exactly. And then these motherfuckers don't give credit where credit's due. Danny Garcia is a good fighter. And facts are facts. Danny Garcia had certain people and they didn't look the same after they fought him. And Matisse is probably the biggest example of that. He took away that. He barely survived Provodnikov. That's what I'm saying. He did good early, and then Provodnikov was coming on real strong at the end. It looked like he might try to stop him. That's what I'm saying. Not ever look the same after. What sensational performance did Donaire win? He's from the Bay like me. I've watched Donaire's whole career. He fought like, I think his second fight or something was in Vallejo. That's just down the street from me. You know what I mean? Same area code and everything. 707. I followed Donaire's whole career because he's from here, out here. Right? Donaire hadn't lost in like 11 years. And then he fought Rigondeaux, and then he never looked the same. What sensational performance has he had since then? Since Rigondeaux? Name one. Lost to Carl Frampton, lost to Magdaleno, lost by stoppage to Nicholas Walters, checked out of the Siempre Vecheka fight, struggled with Vic Darchinyan, a guy he had already knocked out. I mean, like, I know boxing. Who? Just tell me who. Where? I'm not talking about where he had moments or spots or the end result was a knock. I'm talking about where he looked good. Like, for example, Deontay Wilder just knocked out Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz just fought and he looked sharp. He got a second round knockout. Not saying he just beat the end of the world type of opponent, but he still looked like his faculties were intact and he still looked confident. He still looked sharp. So when did Donaire, since Rigondeaux, put up a performance like Luis Ortiz post Wilder knockout against any level of competition? He had a fight with the Mexican dude. Shout out to Cesar Juarez. Cesar Juarez, he had a struggle with him. He got hurt by him, and that was a war. Donaire has not looked the same since Rigondeaux. Name one stellar performance that you've seen since Rigondeaux. And then if he did, it was against somebody who was like not ranked or, you know what I mean, probably had a bunch of losses, stuff like that. I'm just saying against big names or anything. You know what I mean? Stop it. And he's been fluctuating his weight, trying to find out what works. He doesn't look like the same fighter. I'm not trying to be rude or knock him. It is what it is. Anyway, bottom line, back to this Lomachenko thing. I'm picking Mikey Garcia. I'll pick Mikey Garcia over Lomachenko. If you don't believe me, let's see the fight. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll give props to Lomachenko. But see, that's not a Rigondeaux situation. Rigondeaux was a situation where I picked Rigondeaux to win. You know what I mean? I don't have no shame in saying that. I picked Rigondeaux to win. I thought he'd be able to overcome obstacles, bigger guys like he did with Donaire. But the style was too tricky for him or whatever, plus the weight didn't work out for him. But Mikey Garcia is a different animal. Mikey Garcia, like, realistically, I was just at the fight. Robert Easter, he stretched the Argentines, Mendez and stuff. He stretched him. One shot, single shot. He hurt Richard Comey in the 12th and final round, and Comey was looking drunk in there, right? So, in my mind, I'm like, Easter Jr. has good power. He has really good power, you know? Mikey Garcia never looked hurt by anything that Easter threw. He reduced Easter... He reduced Easter and made him gun shy. He sparred with Edwin Valero, and Edwin got cracked or had cracks. Rest in peace. You know? So, I mean, what are we saying? He sparred with Pacquiao when Pacquiao was probably on something. So, at the end of the day, what are we really talking about? And then Easter's joking around, and he did the video. He's like, Mikey, that motherfucker can hit. Guard. Like, he's playing around. Like, you know what I mean? Just, he knows he lost. So he just, you know what I mean? Just making a little bit of a joke.
Thank y'all to all my fans and supporters. I want to thank all y'all, man. Motherfucker had me looking like Martin after the fight.
He said, motherfucker had me looking like Martin after the fight. And he said that at the press conference, too. So, I mean,
That motherfucker get hit. He was hitting hard. Guard. Guard. That motherfucker get hit. He was hitting hard. Guard. Guard.
listen, if you got the guy you beat joking about your power in good fun and good spirit, like that motherfucker can hit guard. He like haha Davis, you know what I mean? Then why would I denounce the power? Mikey hit him so hard that he's just joking about it and jovial about it. He's just like, man, I got beat. You know what I mean? Good sportsmanship. I got beat. He said that motherfucker had me looking like Martin after the fight when Martin fought Tommy Hearns. And he said that at the press conference too. And he said that motherfucker can hit guard. Guard. Man, so listen, and I shout out to Robert Easter Jr. for doing that, just because it makes it so better, like for new media and stuff like that. Like, because a lot of people, they're such poor sports. I'm talking about the fans, sometimes the fighters too, but a lot of guys are such poor sports where they can't be that brutally honest and be like, oh, okay, the guy beat me. They'll still make it, oh, I tripped, my shoe was untied, or some bullshit of why they lost. You know what I'm saying? Especially these fans. After every fight, when it doesn't go the fans' way, who they thought would win, they make a million excuses. Oh, yeah, that's because the Luis Ortiz and the doctor had Luis Ortiz, gave him time to recover. Wilder. No, so Robert Easter just took that away from y'all. Like, if anybody had dumbass conspiracy theories, he's having fun with it, and he's accepting his loss, which is good for a fighter because that's the step to grow. If you don't accept what you've done as a man or what happened, you're living in denial. There's been times I didn't want to admit it, but I was wrong. Whatever situation in life, I was wrong. And if I was wrong, the sooner you admit and cop to it, the sooner you can move on with your life and grow. But if you don't, you're going to probably have a chip on your shoulder and dwell, and you're in denial. I don't choose to live in denial. I don't want to live in denial. If I fucked up something, I fucked up, and it was my fault. Guard! Same thing with Chris Arreola. He's the same type of person. He's like Deontay Wilder. That motherfucker got cracks. He kicked my ass. Okay. You know what I mean? I respect it. He stepped in there as a man and said that other man was hitting hard and he kicked my ass. He beat me. We can all move on. I wish more fighters do that. But everybody want to be, I won, and if it weren't for the referee and someone in the fan, like their cell phone went off, all these excuses. So anyway, back to what I was saying. What is Lomachenko? David Diaz was the same way after Pacquiao. He's like, man, that fucker's fast, and his face was looking all swollen up. But like I said, own up to the shit. Like you didn't put up the performance you thought. It's cool. People respect that more. That's why people hopefully get from my channel and respect the channel, because we're not out here telling a bunch of falsehoods. I'm telling you what I really feel at the end of the day, and whether I'm loved for it and celebrated or if I'm hated for it, I'm still telling you I'm being true. So I sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? I sleep good at night. But yeah, I would pick Mikey to beat Lomachenko. It's not a knock on Lomachenko. See, and that's the thing. People act like this is like fucking Crips and Bloods or something. Like, just because you pick someone to lose, I don't mean you hate the other guy. You guys are famous for this dumb shit. I think Canelo's going to beat Triple G, so I hate Triple G. Or I think Mikey beats Loma, so I got to hate the other guy. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't hate none of these dudes. You know what I mean? They help keep the lights on. I get paid from this game, so what do I hate them for? You know what I mean? Covering this beautiful sport. You know what I mean? What the fuck I gotta hate? Oh, you hate Anthony Joshua. What the fuck I gotta hate Joshua for? But I will call you out, and you know what I'm saying? Say what I feel and say what I see in this game. People do this love-hate shit. You know, like A lot of beta males, man. This is because alpha males don't really act like this. You know what I mean? Alpha males don't really do this. Like, it's like an insecurity. Like, okay, say you approach a girl. So we'll use the black channels. Say a black guy approaches a girl of a different ethnicity, and she was like, oh no, I'm not interested. I don't want to give my phone number, and she's single. You can't just come up, oh, you hate black guys. You hate black guys because she don't want to give you her number, that don't mean she hates black guys. She might love black guys. She just ain't feeling you. You know what I'm saying? You can't just relegate, oh, you fucking hate black guys. She don't hate black guys. She like a whole bunch of black guys, just not your ass. Not your dusty, crusty scrub is a guy thinks he fine. Also known as a buster. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about? I don't mean she hate black guys. She hate you. The fuck? Oh, you don't give black guys a chance, huh? Well, Black Channel, why do they like, nah, she like black guys. She like Trey Songz and your side of the bed. Which one of y'all? She like Trey Songz. She just don't like Trey Wrongs. You Trey Wrongs. She don't like you. She ain't fucking with you. She like black guy, just not your ass. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a white guy, yeah. You don't like white guys. No, she don't like you. She like Channing Tatum. She like Thor. She don't like yo dumbass. The fuck? I see you have something against white guys. No, she like Brad Pitt. But you bottomless pit, motherfucker. I said she like Brad Pitt, but you bottomless pit. You dusty. You done, son. She don't like you. Move on. You a beta male. I said she like Brad Pitt. She don't like bottomless pit. You snake pit. She don't like you. Fuck out of here. Scram. You just don't like black guys. No, she don't like you. How about that? But that's what these fans do. Beta male ass fans and shit. Oh, you fucking hate Ukrainian. What the fuck I hate Ukrainians for? I never even been to Ukraine. I ain't said shit about nobody from Ukraine. Like, just dumb shit. Oh, you think Loma will lose? Mikey, you hate Ukrainian. What the fuck does Ukraine have to do with this? I ain't say shit about Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Klitschko's from the Ukraine. Victor Posto's from Ukraine. I didn't just pick them to lose every fight. So what are you talking about, Ukrainians? You know what I mean? That's what they do. Oh, you fucking hate Eastern Europe. You know, I hate you. That's what it is. Just like that chick. I hate you. Dudes always try to relegate it to something stupid. Now, there are people who are racist in the game, and you could tell because they hate everything that is associated with one particular race or, you know what I'm saying? They never give credit. That's different. Shout out to Usyk, too. Or Vodstick. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just picking Vodstick to lose every fight or Usyk to lose. I told you Usyk would beat Garcia, and I was right. I do it on a case-by-case basis. If you don't respect that, fuck you. I don't care about Fury and White because Fury might fight Wilder. So what we talk about Dillian White for? Dillian White could fight Luis Ortiz. Great fight. I love it. Lomachenko just got dropped by a feather-fisted Linares. I wouldn't say Linares is feather-fisted, but he did get dropped. Loma, listen. Loma's downside is what you guys consider his upside. He throws a lot of punches, and you're like, oh, he's mindful of his defense. I don't think he has that great of a defense, to be honest. It's just people don't know when to jump in on him. So when he gets in there with somebody with some timing, some size advantage, some ruggedness like Salido, those are the fights that have struggled. And see, y'all play these games, but you can't win because I know what I'm saying is true. How come the black channels, how come when Floyd has a contested fight, he always has to make wrong his rights? Oh, we think you lost to Castillo. The Maidana fight was too close. Then he gave those guys rematches promptly. His next fight. Lomachenko lost his second pro fight, and he's on his 12th pro fight or whatever the fuck it is, and he has yet to fight Salido again in a rematch. Explain that. Why has he not ever had to rematch it? No pressure, no nothing. Fans didn't care. They just said, oh, okay, fuck it. But let somebody else, especially a black fighter, have a contested fight like Andre Ward. You guys wouldn't rest assured. Ward would be all kinds of hoes and bitches and wouldn't be shit unless he rematched Kovalev, because you thought Kovalev won. And then he does what you guys said you wanted, and then he stops the man. He's like, all right, I couldn't do no road work. My knee was messed up. My knee's all better. Okay, fuck it. And then he goes in there and smokes Kovalev out. Meanwhile, 10 fights later, Lomachenko has yet to fight Salido and or the similar exact style, you know what I mean? Like a rugged Mexican pressure fighter with power type of style that gave him problems. That's facts. Who has he fought like Salido since Salido? Same thing, Pacquiao lost to Floyd. When has he fought someone like Floyd? Since it. Matisse don't fight nothing like no Floyd. Terrence Crawford would be the closest thing, and he clearly wanted no smoke with him. Who did Pacquiao fight like Floyd since Floyd? You know what I mean? Or even like an Errol Spence, who's just really technically sound, looks special, has power, southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Or even a Keith Thurman. Pacquiao didn't fight nobody like that. He fight after Floyd. He started fighting a guy he already beat twice, Tim Bradley and some shit. You know what I mean? With Lucas Matisse, who didn't really do shit at welterweight. I'm waiting for these responses, but y'all don't ever come with the responses because you don't know shit about boxing. And you just say what's in your heart as opposed to what's in your head. Common sense will tell you half of the shit I'm saying. Who has Pacquiao fought that you would say resembles a style that is known to give him problems? Like, basically, a guy you think would give Pacquiao problems, who has he fought since Floyd that you feel would give him problems? Based on what Pacquiao does well and not well. Pacquiao didn't fight Broner. Knockout, you about to get knocked out of this chat because you sound stupid. You talking about Andre Ward's toughest fight was Bradley. Bradley's bad. Pacquiao already beat Bradley twice in my opinion, but that was Andre Ward's tough fight in the amateurs. Who gives a fuck if they were 14 or 15? Okay, put Bradley in there with Ward now and see what happened. What are you talking about? I don't care about some amateur bullshit when they were preteens going through puberty. What are you talking about? What does Bradley have to... Bradley's a good fighter, but what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with Pacquiao? That was when they were kids. You're just saying, but what you just said makes no sense. We're talking about Pacquiao fighting Bradley in the last couple of years. You talking about Ward having a tough teenage fight with Bradley. What does that have to do with anything? Bradley wouldn't give Ward a tough fight now because they're at different levels, like, of growth and stuff. Ward would have a 40-pound advantage, exactly. Shout out to Hamza. He be knowing. He said that shit's irrelevant to what Ego's talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, here's an example. I don't know how many of y'all know this. Sean Porter beat Usyk in the amateurs. Yeah. See, I know shit y'all don't know. Sean Porter beat Alexander Usyk in the amateurs. But now it's different because Usyk is a grown, like, he's about to go to heavyweight, and Sean Porter's at 147. So it's like, who cares? Like, that's cool. I mean, that's good for bragging rights and stuff, but I mean, it's just we're talking about two different worlds now. Because Sean Porter beat Alexander Usyk in the amateurs. Yes. See, I be knowing shit. Y'all don't know what I be knowing. But that doesn't have any relevance to them fighting today because they're in two different weight classes. Back when they were just growing men and shit, who knows what happened? Yeah, he beat him in the amateurs. But like I said, Usyk, they're talking about Usyk versus Joshua. Nobody's talking about Sean Porter versus Joshua. So that's what I'm saying. Things change with timing and all that type of stuff. Now watch a bunch of people start repeating it. Oh, Sean Porter beat Usyk. Did you know? Like, act like they knew this shit. I'm the one that told you. I did this to you. A bunch of people gonna run around acting like they knew that. You do know that Showtime Sean Porter beat Usyk. They be giving their Sean Porter, Danny Garcia predictions. Oh, I'm picking Sean because he beat Usyk in the amateur. Like, you knew this shit. You didn't know that. I got this. Death Row East, believe in it. I want to see Usyk, if he's going to fight a heavyweight, fight Tony Bellew. I don't want to see him fight Joshua. Joshua needs to fight Wilder. I don't want to see Joshua in there with anybody but Wilder. Wilder. I don't care. I don't really care too much who he fights unless it's Wilder. Period. Usyk, if you're going to move up the right way. Fight Tony Bellew. He's game. He has heart. He wants to fight. You want to fight. Boom. Usyk to Beatty, another good fight at cruiserweight. He said he'll move up to heavyweight for Bellew. That's what Usyk said himself. So, I don't know if they do a catchweight. I don't know if they do cruiserweight, but he said he's willing to move up. Anyway, that's my time. I got some stuff to do because I don't want to get behind schedule. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Holla at the kid. We work.